Welcome inside our NHL and NBC studios. Liam McHugh, Keith Jones, Patrick Sharp. This is Quest for the Cup, brought to you by Dunkin'. Where there is hockey, there is Dunkin'. We had 31 teams, got it down to 16 for the playoffs, and now only 4 remain. The Western Conference Finals, San Jose and St. Louis. In the East, it is Boston and Carolina. Let's begin with the Bruins, and let's begin at the top with them. Their top line, peaks and valleys in the last series against Columbus. What's the key to them getting going?
Doing what they did late in the series, staying disciplined, staying out of the penalty box, and then gaining offensive confidence like they did. And when Pastrnak was scoring goals, Bergeron also contributed in that way, and Marchand was setting them up. That line was working to perfection. It is their nickname, the perfection line. They showed some deficiencies early in that series against Columbus when they looked rattled and spent some time in the penalty box, but they found their game just in time and put on a clinic in the last 3 games. Critically important to the Bruins that they showed that type of confidence. And when you get a 4-on-1 and your name's David Pastrnak, shoot the puck, and he does just that, and that's not a great sign for Carolina moving into this series.
No, but what's a great sign for the Bruins is that maybe this top line didn't produce at the level that we're accustomed to seeing in games 1, 2, and 3, but when the games were on the line, they were the best line on the ice. Games 4, 5, and 6, all wins, those guys contributing in both ends of the ice.
Carolina, youngest team to make it into the postseason. Give me a veteran that you're watching for in the series.
Well, Jordan Staal, and it's easy to find him out there. He's 6'4" and 230 pounds. He gets the job done physically, and that's what I've noticed more than anything out of Jordan Staal in these playoffs is the way he's using that big frame. Competed hard against the Washington Capitals. He was all over the New York Islanders, and he's had a knack for scoring timely goals. He's been frustrating the top players of whoever he's matched up against. Think of Patrice Bergeron of the Bruins, but in a Carolina jersey. He's going to be out there taking face-offs, playing against skilled players, and this is where he's making his mark, in my opinion, scoring timely goals. This one sent that game to overtime, which the Hurricanes eventually won, and then starting the series off right in the second round with an overtime winner himself. He's making a name for himself, one of the few players in Carolina with Stanley Cup experience.
Yeah, and I think that goes a long way. Also, his commitment, like you said, to playing at both ends of the ice. His number one job will be to shut down the Bruins' top line and also create offensive opportunities. It's kind of similar to what the Bruins' top line does, but Jordan Staal certainly playing with great confidence right now.
All right, let's move it over to the Western Conference Final. It's the Sharks against the St. Louis Blues. San Jose has home ice. They have a lot of firepower. They have a lot of star power, a lot of veterans on this team. Who's one guy that really should concern St. Louis, though?
It's Brent Burns, and boy, was he good in a lot of different ways on the back end for San Jose, and most impressively was the way that he played physically. He knocked a couple of guys out of the series. Calvert there, Rantanen for a little while, and he didn't look the same when he returned. He made some really key plays in the D zone. It's not what his game has been predicated on, but he certainly stepped it up in that regard. It's all about this normally for Burns: offensive opportunities, assists, and getting the puck to the net and to the back of the net. So he did a little bit of everything, and that's not great news for the Blues as he is red hot.
And we can count his defensive partner, Marc-Edouard Vlasic, in as well as one of the best shutdown defensemen in the league. These two guys played against those 2 top lines in Vegas. They also shut down Colorado in the top line in the second round. McKinnon was everywhere. They did an excellent job on him. I think they're going to do a good job against the Shen Tarasenko top line. Nothing new for them in that series.
Everything is new for Jordan Binnington. 25-year-old rookie, so we wondered how he would respond to the playoffs. He's responded pretty well. We wondered how he would respond to Game 7. Not bad. How do you think he responds to being in the conference final?
I think he'll be just fine. Everyone seems to be waiting for a weakness in this guy's game and ready for the Cinderella story to end. But Jordan Binnington has been fantastic since being recalled from the minors in January, and it's no coincidence that the St. Louis Blues record took off at that time as well. He's a rock in there. He's very sound positionally. He makes a lot of saves that he's supposed to make. But what I like about his game, he's athletic as well. He can move laterally. He can make the saves that he's not supposed to make. We saw him playing the puck a lot towards the end of that second round, really helping out the defenseman with the speedy forecheck of the Dallas Stars. There's a lot to like about Binnington's game.
Yeah, I thought he was their most important player from January on, and I think he was their most important player through the first 2 rounds of the playoffs. So he is the guy that all eyes will be on. He is the player that San Jose will try to solve. The Sharks have a lot of guys that can score goals. They play a real powerful game in and around the net, so Binnington's going to get bumped, but he is showing that doesn't rattle him either. Full confidence in Binnington heading into round 3.
In the second round, it was the Blues over the Dallas Stars. Dallas, they're a wild card team. They're eliminated. So they get together. They have a little party, little enjoy your summer, and some parting gifts. And you can tell who the veterans are because getting some beverages. But Heiskanen, the rookie, about 19 years old. You get chocolate, you get candy at this point. Go enjoy.
I think the booze is healthier, but he's too young. So eat the chocolate bars and enjoy yourself.
All right, different type of party for
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
We're getting set for the conference finals party. Halfway to the Stanley Cup. A reminder that every game can be seen on the networks of NBC Universal.